Ba ba ba. There we go. Hi hi. Hi hi. Welcome in. I'm just gonna get started. I was working on bit bombs before we ended the stream yesterday, and realizing that I was midway through making like there be one bit bomb to rule them all. So I'm gonna do that and make sure that stuff is working and not broken. So welcome in. You literally just opened Twitch hoping you'd be on. Well, that's how it works. Thanks for hoping. I did just start. Your wish magic made it so. Hey Buzzcatch. Hey Conkles. Hey Blue. Hey Ali. Hey Martina. Hey Dark Sabbath. Okay. You're getting so close to what, baby? What baby are you getting close to? Oh, I had an idea. Okay, never mind. I hadn't thought as I was starting and bidding up of like if the autosave was saving like network identity stuff, and then when it was loading, it was just loading those properties from the save rather than spawning them properly. But it's not the case. You punched a microphone. Good morning. Hello. Hi. Hey Arinoki. Hey Ranny, how's it going? A rapidly approaching baby. That would freak me out. Yeah, so it's probably not this. I wonder if it's because it changes the sync bars. Shouldn't be though. Anyway, um, yeah, I could rather than having the yeah, these are just arbitrary values. Reading, 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 reading. Okay, and then bomb. I don't know if this code is working. I should probably do it like this. So like if it's above the threshold, then it returns. But if it isn't above this, then this. Otherwise, there we yeah. Okay. 50 months. Thank you so much, Daxtroy. How are you doing today? I'm tired. And I'm tired. I stay up too late watching stuff in an attempt to, extend my recreation time because I work late. So it's like I work late. Okay, I'm gonna chill a little bit, and then I'm like, if it's not tomorrow until I sleep, right? And so I just stay up later watching stuff and trying to chill, and then the cycle just rinse repeats. I started rewatching Suits. uh, yeah, what were you up late watching, dog? I've started rewatching Suits because I couldn't remember where I got to, but I don't think I ever finished the. I don't think I ever finished watching it. So I just started it from the beginning again. You've been filming a short film. That's awesome. What what department are you like? Are you behind the camera? Are you yeah? Are you acting in it? Genre. Yeah, it does have an if. Okay. What is grip work? I see it in film credits for decades, and it's like, you know, they did a grip. I'm like, what is grip work? Is it like setting stuff up? It's lighting. Why isn't it called lighting? Gripping lighting. Key grip sets up lights. Best Boy helps the key grip. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the grip is lighting. That's awesome. Lighting is so important when you're filming. So important. I'm tempted to make Bitbomb inherit from Cannon Bomb rather than having every Cannon Bomb have all the Bitbomb information. Just yeah, let's do it. Let's fuck it. Let's fucking do it. Why not? Who's gonna stop me? Kit Code might stop me. Yeah, because it's got this bomb type vanilla, But I've made the bomb type bit bomb, and therefore it's not hitting this code anymore. And we've got this logic here, but we could determine. So if we had just thinking it through logically. Baba. I sneezy. Yeah, it's code refactor time. I can do this on stream. I don't know how to fix the other bug, and that'll take hours. But this stuff, I think is worth doing, because if we want to have like a cool amount of different types of bombs in the future that do different stuff, then if we have a base class of like, okay, this is a cannon bomb, but this is a bit bomb, and these are all the things that bit bomb does, and this is all the things that like an ice bomb does. We can just add the logic, and it doesn't have to be a huge script. It's just multiple scripts. Yes, I think so. I think so. Okay. Okay. I think so. You need to have a smoke bomb for when you end the stream. It still has a photon transform and photon rigid body. So fuck off with that. Jeebus. Now, here's the thing. Do I call it cannon bomb bit, or do I call it bit bomb? We call it bit bomb, I think. What's this? Oh, is it because I'm... Why am I playing? Okay. So this part here in the script is like what this script is inheriting from, and most of the time it's a mono behavior in Unity because that has a lot of Unity specific behaviors like your start function, your update function, your fixed update function, all that stuff. I'm using a network behavior because that's what you call when you're doing stuff with mirror. So network behavior builds on top of mono behavior, but it gives you some of the extra networking stuff. So network behavior basically inherits from mono behavior, and then Cannonbomb inherits from network behavior and mono behavior. This script is going to then inherit from all of those. So if I simply write this, then before I hit save, you can see Bitbomb script has, you know, nothing there. I hit save on this, and because it inherits from Cannonbomb, everything that's written in Cannonbomb, Bitbomb now sort of knows about. So I'll go back to here, and it's going to recompile. You can't see the recompile thing because the window's here, but you trust me, it's going. It's still thinking about this. This is a difficult one for it. Okay, so now Bitbomb has all of the parameters that Cannonbomb does have, that has now, which is a lot. But we have this section of, you know, we have this section for Bitbomb in Cannonbomb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this part from Cannonbomb and save it into Bitbomb, and therefore Cannonbomb won't have it, but Bitbomb will. And then when we have another like bomb types in the future, they won't have to have all of this Bitbomb logic in their script or account for it, or we won't have to like do if else or switch statements and stuff inside of Cannonbomb just in case the bomb is a Bitbomb. Yeah, everybody follow? Because I'm barely hanging on. Okay, so we've given ourselves a bunch of errors now because it's looking for properties that no longer exist. So because we're inheriting from something that's inheriting from something, I'm just trying to work out in my head how we get this. So this goes to here. So I might have to copy this one. This is worth investigating. I might do this and see if it works anyway. Okay. Let me go down to here. So there's no if is bitbomb in here. Because we put this in here, and then we're gonna say public override void do explode. And then it has this reference to the base do explode. And we write this here. We take out if is bitbomb because we don't need to check for that now. Because this will have the bitbomb, the bomb will have the bitbomb script attached to it, so it's always going to be a bitbomb. How's that going? It's okay. Okay. I'm trying to work out with myself whether the bomb type would still be important, because there might be stuff that the vanilla one does that the others don't. I think I'm gonna keep it. However, this wouldn't be part of that. It's always going to use the explosions visuals no matter what, so maybe we can get around that anyway. I've broken the syntax though, so we got this and then break. Okay. I don't know what this return was for. Okay. Save. Save. Oh, okay. Go back to here. So we're looking at the cannon bomb script. Hopefully this stuff disappears. Nope, we got an error. Cannon bomb does not contain a definition for chaos events stored and no accessible something something something. Okay, okay. Okay, no, this makes sense. So it's trying to do the bit amount stuff. Hmm. Hmm. Do 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 do. What am I making? I am making a VTubing platform built in a video game engine. Right now, I'm trying to work on the logic for it. I have like throwables, um, and I'm trying to like make it so that it's easier to manage. Diversifying, like I have a thing called a cannon bomb. It looks like a cannonball, but it explodes. And there's two different types. There's one that's just an explosion that affects our characters, and there's one that when people throw bits, it explodes in bits that can be collected by the characters. All right, now just I'm doing a bit of refactoring of code. Bitbomb should have a bit amount. It's right here. Here. Oh, there we go. There. Coding is one of the things you want to learn. It looks like letters and numbers to you. It is letters and numbers. So it's good that you recognize that they're letters and numbers. Coding's like, it's kind of like writing a set of instructions in a particular way. Like it's almost like you have to translate logic into logical statements. And so there's a bit of math for certain things involved, but yeah, most of the time it's like, if you ever learned like logic gates in physics and stuff, it's like, if this, then that, or if this, or and that, and this are the case, do this. And then you just sort of like build those on top of other other things, and then you can also use, modules that have been written by other people to do a various thing. And it's the best thing to do is just pick a small thing that you want to try and program, build up from there. So you're mapping things in a complex way. The syntax itself isn't super complex. But each language has its own syntax. And then depending on what, platform, or, if there's a game engine involved, then that has its own set of terms and parameters that you can hook into and out of. I'm only using C# here. So I don't need this anymore. Yeah, anything in dark green is just a comment, which is isn't the code itself. It's just notes to myself. Everything else that has, the multicolors, that's the actual code part. Awesome. Okay, so we've successfully transferred over the variables and the parameters of the BitBomb over to the BitBomb script itself. They will, however, since it's inheriting from one script to another, they will all be bumped down to the very bottom. So all of the Cannon Bomb specific stuff will be above. And now we have our BitBomb stuff down here. We don't need this Boolean anymore. Hey, Bryony, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Do you need visual assets or can you code in visuals? That's the thing. Mixture of both, dude. It varies and depends. Like you can write code to create visuals, like easy stuff like UI, boxes and that sort of thing to appear on the screen. There's many different aspects of what goes together to create the visuals on screen. Many of which is beyond me, bro. This looks like SQL. This is C# coding for Unity. So this is my Unity project. If this were running, it would have triggered a raid event. I wonder. No, I don't think it would. I was about to like type in Bryony's name and then run it again, but I don't think it would grab the icon without actually getting all the user information. But hey. Yeah, so like if I grab a couple things. Hello, welcome in everybody. This is what I'm building. Martina, give me a second, please. There we go. All right. Hi, my name is Dog. I'm a small green bear on the internet. Welcome into my stream. The stream is all about building the software for the stream right now. As you can see, one of our mods, Martina, is using chat commands to affect the game. I made a thing where it can put our kind of branding frame around and it dynamically adds the date so Martina can make a thumbnail easy for the stream. This is it. This is what the thumbnail for the stream is going to be. Me explaining what it is. I can make this bigger and smaller accidentally. But yeah. Thoughtwright's just summoned a cat. This is the cat that they just summoned. And then I think, yeah, Blue on the Run is over here. Say hi, Blue. Hi, Blue. Hi, Blue. Yeah. When I have Doi, it looks like Scrambles is shivering in fear at my side of my voice. So yeah, this is my usual stream appearance. This is my D&D OC, but we thought it was funny if the raccoon was coding. But yeah. All right. And then the thing that I'm programming right now is this thing. This test bomb that is currently broken. So I'm gonna try and get that working. So the first thing I gotta do is make sure that the new BitBomb script has all the information that it needs. Canon. It's probably this. Yeah. Cool. I can't remember where I saved these bit explosions, and they're not. Ooh, no, they're not going to be saved anywhere. Well, hopefully I saved them under a good title. Bit explosion. Oh. All right. Yeah, I can't get like volume. Okay, think. Where would I have saved this? In here? Maybe? At least for this one. test this. Cannon bomb. Why does it need fuse object twice? Bunch of fuse stuff here that I don't know if I ever still use or not. Martina's making candied orange peels right now. Your house smells great. Oh, that sounds awesome. Okay. Whoops. Don't know if these are important anymore. These might be old legacy stuff. Okay, so I need the explosion parameters for sending out the bits. And I can't remember what I say like called those. I would have thought bit. I just call them this. Is this what they are? No. But maybe. mean, if I'm instantiating them, maybe they're networks. Those aren't them. Thinking. Where would I have saved them? Bit. Spawn bidder. I think this is them. Why would I have called them spawn bidder? No idea, but this is what they are, I think. You know what? I'm gonna rename them. Okay, bed explosion emitter tier 1. A little bit more descriptive. So let's match that in the script. And then we can, they don't have to be named like 0, 10, 1000. They can be named, they can be like the values, we can shift them and then we'll still understand that they are tier 1, 2, and 3. Let's do the same here. You know what? I'm gonna make these thresholds part of the script as well. I mean, should I, or should it stay on the bit manager? It's the only thing the bit manager does. You know what? I'm gonna keep it on the bit manager for now. Although it would make it self-contained a little bit better. Hey Juno, how's it going? Okay, so now we can control the behavior of the bomb on the bomb itself, rather than like looking at the bit manager. You just woke up. Fair enough. So this would be 500. This would be 100. I believe. I believe. Spoons for you. Oh, we got Sage too. Hello. All the cool kids are here. Oh, thanks, Sage. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Has anyone seen my lead covered spoon? Oh God, you don't know, says Rennie. I will be eating very soon. Thank you for the reminder. Blood Kruznik? Kruznik? Very kind message for a very scary username color. Just want to send a reminder to drink the blood of your enemies after every battle. Good for iron. Better than broccoli. What will I be having for lunch? Probably a sandwich. Okay. Oh, Kruznik is a vampire that drinks the blood of other vampires. Nice. A vampire. You learn something about anime vampire. You feel like Kurzek would know that anime. Possibly. Trinity Blood. Can't say I know it. Is it called Trinity Blood because it's like human blood, vampire of vampire blood? You get 3 blood. Red blood, blue blood, black blood. Green blood, purple blood, yellow blood. There's 1 and 3 blood. We had to put purple and pink blood and yellow blood in Magnum bullets, so it wasn't super blood. All blood everywhere. Would be kind of a spoiler if I explained it. Gotcha. No worries. Okay, it's still doing bad stuff. Is that because it still has both scripts running? Hang on. That's probably what it is. Cannon, bomb, hit. Component. Of acting like a klutz, but is really a badass. Sounds fun. You thought the color of blood in that was more an art direction decision than a censorship limitation. Yeah, it's a bit of both. Like, the censors didn't go, hey, no, or anything. We were just like, hey, we want to put a lot of effects in this, but we don't want to. Yeah. Plus, The purple pink blood looks way cooler in the kind of lighting and color palette and stuff. So yeah, as Rennie says, bit of both. Do this. It's still not. Why are you erroring? The variable bitbomb upper tier of bitbomb has not been assigned. Okay, fine. What? Oh. Because I renamed these. Bish! What's meant to happen? Oh, it's supposed to change. So it's visible here, like there's no mesh here, but it's supposed to change the mesh depending on how many bits it's containing. I'm making it so that rather than having a whole bunch of bit bombs, I'm just gonna have one bit bomb object. That changes its properties based on one variable. It might be the bad way to go about it, but it's the way I'm going about it. Cool. Awesome. So we're getting this, and then what happens? It doesn't explode. Does it explode now? Yes. And we get the bits. Swish. Oh, yesterday I got the fan art working again. Ta-da. Main. And I mean, I have no idea who did this art piece. None at all. That's a reference. It's a bit, you either know it or you don't. It's not that fun to explain. It's not funny to explain. I think it's doing the right thing now. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure that what am I not sure about? Why it's not exploding automatically? Although that could be good for a bit. Wait, did that explode automatically? Or did that hit me? I need to test. Oh gosh. The recent news on Steam is that about 5,000 games this year haven't even recouped their $100 registration fee on Steam is very discouraging as a game dev. I wouldn't find that discouraging. 5,000 games haven't made $100 back on their investment. Like, to get it on the Steam store. I'd be willing to say that the games that didn't make $100 back are either, you know, not very good, or the developer hasn't told enough people about their game for people to buy it. So as a game dev, just make a good game and tell people about it and stop fucking worrying. That's 5,000 game devs that learned what it takes to make a game. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't let news like that deter you. If you want to make a game, make a game. If you want to make a game that people will buy, make a game that people will buy. That's it. That's all you gotta worry about. How many hours of work earns you $100 nowadays? Depends what you're doing. But yeah, it's true. Although while I have paid the $100 fee to get this game on Steam, I'm not. What about marketing your indie game? Marketing is easier now than it ever was. But it's also harder now than it ever was to get noticed. Is it? Well, you used to have to like you used to have to like write or like pay for like advertising space on television channels, or run newspaper ads, or like create those weird, you know, ads that Nintendo and Sega used to run. Now you just throw up a fucking shitty video on Instagram. Like the path to doing it is gone. However, the attention spans of the people that you want to find are being inundated every day. So it's easier now than ever to put your stuff in a place people could see it. It's harder now than ever to get people to pay it any notice in the flood. You still need a following for that to work. Disagree. You can start from 0 followers. If you put out something that catches, or like is like people are like, that's neat, people will share it and followers will come. You don't build an audience and then market your game to that audience. You market your game, you build the following by marketing by advertising your game. And there are exceptions to the rule or whatever, but yeah, it's not like, okay, I need to get a following and then I can tell them about my game. It's like you tell people about your game and it will get you the following. The cart horse situation. The thing about it is that, one, you need something that is entertaining, like funny, entertaining, slightly unique, slightly memorable, and you put it somewhere consistently. That shit takes time away from making the thing that you were trying to make. So it's a tough as ass balance. Oh man, Cart Horse, the game is awesome. Look at the success of web fishing. That was a school project. Yeah. That was awesome. Web fishing was fun. Small animal characters in an environment that you can just chill and vibe in. That's my jam. Sounds familiar. Uh-huh. You know who made a 94-minute video very much about the topic we're discussing? Beaks. Yeah, go check that out. Making something that will catch on, be shared is more difficult than just something that tells people about your game. I've seen there's, the outliers, the people who do get lucky, the algorithm pushes, all that jazz. I've seen examples of that where it's just people just showing footage of their game and talking about it on things like Insta. Like there's a guy who's making a pirate game, there's the sledding game, web fishing examples where you're just like, hey, I'm making this thing, try and do this with it. I think people generally react well to earnestness. Like if people feel like they're having something sold to them, like buy my game, they're probably going to be like, why should I? But then you're just like, I'm building a game. It might hit slightly different. I think people think of marketing and advertising as the same thing, and they're not. Marketing is trying to work out who your audience would be for the thing that you're making and connecting with them. And advertising is the thing that you use to promote, like to tell people about that market. I don't know why I'm defining those two terms. I'm tired. I need lunch soon, very soon. The pumpkin game. Yeah, the pumpkin carving game is really awesome. The whole annual aspect of it is pretty fun. Also excited about sledding game, the game where you're a small animal avatar just fucking around. Hey, wait a fucking minute. Yes, the whole the whole reason I'm back at developing multiplayer as kind of more diligently than I had been is because of sledding game. I played that and I was like, this is great. I was building something in the ballpark of this. I should keep doing that. I want to share fun experiences with my friends, but I would love the added benefit of being able to put whatever the fuck I wanted in that shared fun experience I can share with friends. hitting Swifty with a snowball was so fucking funny. The snowball fighting in sledding game, very fun. But yeah, marketing, like telling people about your game is not hard. It's not a hard thing physically to do, or to put it something like to make a post on Instagram is not difficult. Making an Instagram post that people respond to is the hard part. Figuring out I was watching as I said, Suits, and there's a part where he's having to do a mock trial, and he's never really done trial before. Let's call the guy Mike. Mike's never really done a trial before, and he's trying to put on this like huge bravado kind of like powerful persona to try and like convince people. And the person that's going to be his witness is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, I have to exude confidence and everything. And she's like, but that's not you. You're like kind, caring, funny. You need to show them that. So I think a lot of people think of our advertising as like, boom, wow, look at this really cool thing. It's amazing. Oh, it's so good. And it's like, you could just be real with people. You could just be like, yo, I'm making a little sledding game for my friends. I think that's why people are like, this is cute. I want to see where this goes. Like, you can, if you just telling people about your stuff, be earnest, be genuine, be you, be real. If you're awkward, be awkward. People that will like it, people are the people that will like it. There's something so powerful about rolling up a big snowball, pushing it off the top of the hill, and watching it knock your friends over like bowling pins. But yeah. I made this fun little game that I'm having fun with. Can I also have fun? Yeah, sure. Slide me a $5. Yeah. I tried the whole, making daily video content thing. It becomes tough. But I did the whole thing. I did the experiment and put stuff out consistently, and it grew our audiences. It does the thing. It just happened to have also been built on a few years of work to make the thing that lets me make the daily content machine, as it were. But yeah. Learn how to be cute and funny. That's my advice. You also have a content machine called Swifty. That is a very powerful asset I do have at my disposal, yes. The content machine that is the bird. Hi, bird. Yeah. But yeah, in the year that I was making those shorts, I basically edited a feature film's worth of stuff. Like, I think when I clocked it in, put all the clips together, it was like 1 hour and 42 minutes of shorts. Dog's plan for world domination: be cute, be funny, add Swifty. Oh yeah. So yeah, all this is to say, if you can't make $100 back from your game, be cute, be funny. Those shorts did get you watching the streams. You did get it did get successfully world dominated. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, our those shorts, I doubled our. It took us like 6 years to get to, I think, about 14 to 15,000 people who knew about us on Twitch. In 6 months, I doubled that by putting the shorts out there. Then I stopped doing the shorts, and that rate of new people discovering us slowed way the fuck down. So the thing about all of that, you know, social media stuff is that you have to keep feeding it or it dies. Yeah, but what about AVCC? What's AVCC? Are you talking about average concurrent viewers? The social media rules keep changing. Ah, yes, true. Okay, so why are the bombs not exploding? I'm not seeing an error. Hmm. Yeah. I think there's a mentality thing where I'm trying to think how to say this. A lot of people are trying to fix the problem of being unsuccessful in their life, thinking that once they're successful, they'll solve those problems. But there are still problems, and there are even more different types of problems you have to solve by becoming successful. They're just different problems. So it's like, I think a lot of, like, if you're a game developer and you want to like sell tons, it's like, if you if you don't sell enough and you're unsuccessful, then you can't cover your costs, and you like that's your problem. If you sell too many things, you get a whole heap ton of other problems that you then have to deal with, none of which are about making the game. There's this like, too unsuccessful, bad. Too successful, also kind of maybe sort of bad. Like, I'll take an example. The Hollow Knight developers made Hollow Knight successful. Then they were like, cool, we're gonna make Silksong. Oh my gosh, I wonder how many problems they had after the like the expectations and stuff, and having an audience that were waiting and managing. I think they probably were just like, we'll tell you about it when we tell you about it. You've talked to a lot of people where the vibe I'm getting is that I want to become big so I can get happy, and I'm over there pulling my collar. Yeah. Yeah. Success doesn't lead to happiness. Fulfillment leads to happiness. So aim for what fulfills you. That's the thing. Like, I want to make enough money that I don't have to think about money. That would be me fulfilled. If I can just not think about money at all, done. Burritos. They fulfill you. Yeah. Your aim in life is burritos. You like making funny little streams and making your friends laugh. Oh shit, also burritos. Oh man, now I want a burrito. Our local burrito place is no longer a burrito place, and I'm not saying that they had the best burritos I've ever had, but at least there were burritos. I can no longer be fulfilled by burritos now. Learn how to make a burrito. I know how to make a burrito, but having a burrito made for you so you could just eat a burrito. We used to live, when we lived in Dublin, we lived above. We lived in like an apartment place, and we lived above a sushi restaurant, a burrito restaurant, and a Thai restaurant, and a coffee shop. It was incredible. You would just take the elevator, walk outside, order a burrito, done. I ate a lot of burritos. Teach a man where to get a burrito and feed him for a day. Teach a man to make a burrito, something, something, Jesus Christ. Could you order a burrito and ask them to put it on the elevator and send it up? No, nor would I want to do that. Yeah, during the kind of, not the first part of, you know, the lockdowns and everything, but like when things sort of slightly more opened up, like Swift and I just didn't leave uh the kind of radius of our block for that entire time. We were confined. But we had like prison. Yeah, like prison. Prison that had a sushi restaurant. Have I ever considered taking a 6-month hiatus to travel to Mexico and become the best burrito smith the world has ever seen? No, I have never considered taking a 6-month hiatus to become and traveling to Mexico to become the greatest, the best burrito smith the world's ever seen. I'm now considering taking a 6-month hiatus to travel to Mexico to become the best burrito smith the world's ever seen. Yeah. He's just filling airtime now. If you could change your fate, would you? Would you? This is not a filler episode. I will have to go soon though. That's just streaming. Where is the onsen? Oh my gosh. I love an onsen. You told your friends about Twitch, but they're waiting for Doig Swift abridged. What do you mean they're waiting for Doig Swift abridged? I have the Doig Swift abridged movie for them if they really want it. I said it's an hour and 42 minutes of shorts. I didn't publish it because I think I duped like 1 or 2 shorts in there accidentally, and I was like, oh, I'll fix those. And then the PC I was editing it on fell over, and I had to I backburnered it. There will probably be a burrito arc in the One Piece eventually. I feel like there's like every time they celebrate, they have tons of food. There's probably burritos in there. The tiniest of burrito arcs. Oh, maybe. Oh, it must be all of this stuff that's not. It's not working about it. Gosh, say burrito one more time, and I'm gonna start food prepping again. My freezer is full. I got no space. Burrito, 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 burrito. Fajita. So I think the reason it's not exploding is that when it gets to the point where it needs to explode, it's looking for things. Things determined here. Okay, so we account for that here. Oh, and here. Okay, I don't know what it is then. Or maybe it needs to assign what its default material is. Okie dokie. We'll have to pick this up tomorrow, everybody. I gotta go walk and get burritos. I've just been talking about burritos the whole time. I don't know if we'll actually be able to get burritos. Swifty just went, oh, burritos. Okay, everybody, thank you. Let me do a quick cursory check on the old Raid browser. Dashboard. When's he gonna realize? Oh, we're raiding Pokori Mew. Okay, let's go. Thanks everybody. Have a good day. May the rest of your day be filled with adventure. Goodbye. Swifty, do you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Say again.
Bye.
Thank you.